pets by her side. I'll take it. Happy birthday, honey. It has been a heck of a year. But how fortunate and blessed are we to be here today amongst our loved ones celebrating you. What a day today symbolizes. If irony, contradiction, the dichotomy of celebration and grief could be packaged into one day, this day 1 year ago, July 14, 2024, would be it. The irony of celebrating life on your birthday, only to come so close to losing it, and then being blessed with the miracle of life a second time, all on the same day. Most people celebrate the gift of life on their birthdays. You were given that gift twice on yours. Today, we choose to celebrate that gift. We choose to celebrate the miracles that this day and this last year have brought upon us. Today is a celebration of your relentless will. Today is a celebration of the grit and strength of our children who rushed to their Abu in his time of need and never left his side. Today is a celebration of the countless prayers that were answered, that everyone in this room made every day. Today is a celebration of all the angels that touched our lives on that day and since then. Today is a celebration of deep friendships and the love we got from all of you. To our friends, you are the family we chose, and today is a celebration of you. While there is a sense of loss that is just indescribable, unquantifiable, and constant, gratitude prevails, by far. As we take stock of all the miracles that have unfolded, it is hard not to get overwhelmed. That in that fraction of a second that Khusro had, he was able to call our boys for help. That the boys heard him and got to him right away and did what they had to do. That today, Khusro, you can breathe on your own, walk on your own. We're working on losing that cane. And is getting more language back when initially we were told you weren't going to make it. That we had Shahid Bhai persistently calling every surgeon he knew and was there every step of the way in the ICU those 3 weeks as we ensured the right concoctions and doses of medicines to keep you stable as I watched you like a hawk. That our paths crossed Dr. Mohsen Shah's, who can't be with us today as he's in an emergency surgery. The words to describe your finesse and the goodness of your heart just don't exist. There are many gifted surgeons like you in this world, but what sets you apart from all of them is your humility, your sincerity, and your integrity to do and stand up for what's right. That we had this amazing community that lifted us when we were down, whose shoulders we leaned on, cried on, and drew strength from. And while I will always remember every single detail of that day and the days and months that followed, all the meds, the procedures, the Bibles that were being tracked, the beeping of the dozen machines, that 8-hour surgery, the deathly wait during that surgery, the shoulders I cried on during the waiting room, the old lady in the waiting room who was there every day trying to make the difficult decision of pulling the plug or not for her sister. While I will never forget any of that, what I really will never forget are the miracles that we saw unfold, that we are here today, that we made it. Look at how far you have come. And so there is an unquestionable sense of gratitude. That's the recurring theme for today. Gratitude also for the life that Khusro, you and I have shared thus far. So, for those of you who don't know this, brace yourself for the most romantic fairy tale ever of how two souls came together. When mine and Khusro's stories When mine and Khusro's story started 20 years ago, it started over a cup of chai in my parents' living room in Karachi, with his parents alongside him as he flew to Karachi on a bride hunting mission. The duration of the mission, 5 days. The end goal, simple, find a wife. I would later joke with him about how many cups of chai he must have had that day as he was being introduced to potential future wives, before he finally landed at our doorstep and knew the moment he saw me and we started talking that this was it. 15, Khusro? At least 10. We'll have to check Auntie's diary one of these days. The names are still in there. And as we drank our chai, we both just knew. We knew that we would have a story together, that our story would have the joy of love, parenthood, major life decisions, new friendships, and getting through ups and downs. And while neither of us ever imagined that our story would consist of a test of our love as big as this one, how fortunate are we that we got through it, and that we still get to write this story together, that it remains unfinished. Since that day, you have been an amazing husband. You have always encouraged me, and you have believed in me more than I have in myself. There wasn't a day that I wouldn't hear your, "I'm proud of you, honey, and I love you." And while I do miss that voice, somehow you still say it to me. I know I'll hear it again. I already have a few times. But in the meantime, Khusro, just know that my heart is full. Thank you to both of our very loving parents. You have and continue to give us so much. I know there are times that you feel helpless. Please don't. Because out of all the prayers from everyone in this room, we all know that it was yours that mattered the most. And that is all we really need. Your unconditional love and prayers are the reason we continue to persevere through life's biggest challenges. Thank you. Thank you, Moby, for being here tonight. Of course, it means so much to Khusro and I, but it means everything to the boys. A word from my dad. Daddy, everyone says that I get my strength from you. I think your strength is unmatched. I get my inspiration from you, as you fight so valiantly without ever once complaining. My earliest memories of life are you carrying me and putting me to sleep, pacing back and forth in your and Mom's bedroom, singing your self-made tune of Baba Ki Beti Sulki Hai. I am so lucky that I still have that shoulder to lean on. And perhaps that is the reason Allah planned for us to get through these times together, to draw strength from each other. Dadi, baby, you are the light in our lives. You fill our hearts with so much happiness, and you remind us every day of just how perfect everything is. We all love you so much, and we are the luckiest family in the world to have you as our baby boy, as your uncle calls you. There are 2 more people I have to thank from the core of my heart and soul. Aman and Sayan. As parents, as much as we have tried to shield you from any adversity, this last year changed all of that. Overnight, you went from being just regular teenagers without a care in the world, except maybe your hair and good grades, to being a pillar of support for your family at such an ungodly young age. And it's as simple as this. You were the reason we survived the toughest of times. You stepped up like true warriors, and you did it so bravely, never once flinching. You gave me strength. You gave Abu the will to keep on fighting. And I am just so proud of the strong young men you are. It's true, you will never be the same again. You won't be the same, because you will be better. You will be better contributors to society. You will be better advocates for those whose voices are silenced. You will be better leaders in bringing about change to systemic failures in our communities. You will be better husbands and fathers. Inshallah, you will be better. Know that Abu and I are so proud of you. For the most part, we are powering through, but when days get tough, there are three things that keep us going. Gratitude for the blessings past and present, hope and excitement for more happy moments, and finally, this unquestioning faith in Allah's plan. Because there is some plan that our minuscule minds simply don't have the capability to comprehend, and there is peace in that submission. And while we submit, we also strive to make a difference. While we have been focused on getting stronger and recovering, there is another fight that we have led. The one to drive accountability of our healthcare system. To say that our healthcare system is broken is an understatement. While we have heroes in the forms of doctors and nurses and therapists, we also have systemic corruption in an effort to drive change. We have been working with our Assembly Member's Office, the Medical Board of California, the California Department of Public Health, and the OC Emergency Medical Services to ensure that if any hospital does not have the doctors, surgeons, or resources to treat stroke patients, they have no business being classified a stroke and trauma receiving center just to receive state funding. That all such hospitals have that classification be revoked, and that our health agencies hold them accountable, have a protocol to audit them and penalize them for inadequacies. We got lucky. We had the resources. How many countless patients may have had to pay the price in the past, and how many could avoid doing that in the future? So honey, perhaps this too is part of his plan. That through our test in this life, we make a difference in the lives of others. I'll end with this. Khusro, our story may not exactly be what we imagined it to be 20 years ago over that cup of chai. They hardly ever are, but it has been a good one. I'm proud of you for beating all odds, for continuing to get better. Through the twists and turns, we have emerged stronger, and we still have many more chapters to write in this unfinished story. Happy birthday, honey. Stay strong, keep thriving. We've got this. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight and for your unwavering love.
One more time, guys.